Okay, what we're going to show you is one of our units. This is a Maestro freestanding. This particular model is a Michelangelo. And what we're going to do is we're going to explain the procedure of repair and your first step. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see that there is a damaged, cracked, visible seam where we attach the tub to the skirt and create a freestanding one-piece unit. So we're going to start by showing you how we open the crack to make it larger in order to start the repair. What we use is 36 grit sandpaper. He sanded at an angle. Just like a regular repair, you need to open it up and create the beveled shape in order to go back and fill it.
Bueno, así el siguiente paso va a ser ponerle el body filler. Voy a rebajarle un poquito más. Esto se hace para identificar las demás, si tiene más quebradas, como aquí tiene otras.
So what he did after creating the beveled opening with his grinder is he started to grind it flat. And the reason to do that is you need to be sure and identify that you don't have multiple cracks underneath the surface that you potentially would not see. So out in the field, you definitely have an option to use a Dremel or some other device. Obviously, you're not going to have the air-powered grinder out in a field on a job site. Please also notice that he extended the grind beyond the crack to make sure that it's even and the crack does not continue to run after the repair is complete. Okay, this is the material that we're going to use to fill the opened up grinded crack that we just saw happen. This is a poly filler. Multi-Tech is the manufacturer, and then this is the hardener that we're going to use. Do now is he's going to grind the surface area a larger portion than the opened up crack to ensure that the polyfiller material is going to stick, so it will bond after he grinds it. He's now going to use 60 grit sandpaper. Going to start preparing his material in order to fill that crack. First he puts down his polyfiller. Now he's going to add the hardener to the polyfill. Please notice the small amount of hardener that he has used compared to the amount of the polyfill. Mixes it thoroughly to ensure even distribution of the two materials. use the squeegee and fill in the crack so there is absolutely no air bubbles in between the material and the opened surface. He fills it completely.
The purpose of the squeegee is to perform diagonals.
What we're going to do now is we're going to let it sit there for approximately 7 minutes or less. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow it to harden a little bit, and then we will apply a second coat. Now that the drying time has elapsed, he's going to go back over the filler with 60 grit sandpaper, the same as before. While he was sanding, please notice his motion. What he's doing, he is re-achieving the shape of the deck of this bathtub. It is important to go in the circular motion up and down, almost like a wave-like motion, in order to keep the shape and not just grind it completely flat. As you can see, you can still see the visible seam there, so we will be applying a second coat. Okay, for our second layer of the fill, we did add a bit more of the hardener this time in order for it to cure faster. The squeegee that we use is important because it's pliable and it allows you to also keep the shape of the bathtub. It also allows it to bend inside of the crack to completely fill it. He's also applying a more generous portion of the filler the second time around. The goal here is we want to now completely fill the crack.
Le tiene que dejar un poco grueso para que le puedas dar la forma ya con la lija.
And the purpose of that is you want it to be a little thicker to make your shape as you're sanding.
Another reason you want to add more material is also when you start grinding, you have more material to work with to keep your shape.
Vamos a esperar que se quede.